In this video, I do some quick repairs to my driving cabinet and rearrange part of my arcade. Ever wondered what having a home arcade would be like? Wonder no more. Watch my channel to find out how I built my arcade from nothing to what it is now. Watch gameplay videos featuring tips and tricks, arcade game repair videos, high score runs, innovative builds, and much more. It's Arcade Sunday. So here we go again. This driving cabinet is once again in a state of flux. I think I've decided to maybe convert it for temporary use as a standard cabinet, not a driving cabinet, just to see if it works for me for a while. In the meantime, however, I decided to also try and adjust the monitor convergence and found a big problem. All the plastic rings between the convergence rings have all seemed to crack and fall away, so I'm trying to make a plan. I'm trying to cut out some plastic just to separate the three sets of rings here. This monitor doesn't have any burn-in or anything, so it's a good candidate to try and get running. And there's one of the universal chassis from China in all its glory. It's the original isolation transformer for the screen. Some new Chinese speakers I got, little cheap ones, but they work pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to try and cut out some more of these pieces of plastic. This is just a ice cream container. I'm just cutting pieces out of it just to make little shims basically to fit between those convergence rings so they don't touch each other. Let me make some more of these and we'll see what kind of result we get. Okay, I know it's not perfect, but this is what I've come up with, and just hold it all in place by a cable tie. So basically what this has allowed me to do is I can move these rings now independently of each other without affecting the lower or the upper ring set. Okay, let's warm up the monitor and try some convergence testing. Okay, I've just turned the monitor on, and this is the test pattern for, well, it's in any of the Neo Geo games. This is Metal Slug 2 for interest sake, doesn't really matter. To get into that in MAME, you press F2 as the system starts up. F2, and then right at the top it says hardware test. You press your button A. Well, the first test is this grid pattern, which is very useful for testing convergence. As you can see, mostly converged in the center here. The issues are here where you can actually see the colors bleeding off of the main lines, not pure colors, all the way along the section here, up here, possibly up there. Yeah, it's probably about as close as I'm going to be able to get this without moving the yoke. I just have a little bit of problem near the top here and a little bit over here. So probably the yoke needs to be shifted upward, I guess. Yeah, well, I reckon it looks pretty decent. It's relatively clear. Colors are okay. I can possibly still adjust the colors very slightly. I think the background is not totally black either, but there's a fine line between black level and screen brightness that I cannot seem to adjust out correctly with this chassis, but it is just the nature of a 30-year-old monitor, I guess. In any event, I'm going to just try and adjust the geometry slightly of this picture, and I think we'll possibly call that a win. Again, some of the most memorable music ever made for an arcade game. So I thought about moving some things around in this arcade, and here is the end result. This machine remained in place, but I moved the shoot 'em up machine to the other side, and now we've got a nice big red wall exposed here, so I think it looks quite nice. I pushed all the artwork to one corner here, so now we've got a driving cabinet, shoot 'em up, and a retro rocket. I think it looks pretty smart. Good evening, welcome back, Arcade Sunday. This is later in the same day. First impressions of the nighttime viewing. Arcade up and running. Arcade's looking pretty good. I think this layout will work for a while for me. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I shall be playing some games tonight and relaxing for a change. Cheers for now.